What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video preview. I cannot wait for this. I've been waiting for this all day. I was looking at this at work and I was just like, man, I can't wait to talk about Spider-Man 2099 from Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. And when available, you can head over to do not pre-order this at Big Bad. Do not, as a matter of fact, do not pre-order this at all. Uh, don't buy this, please, for the love of God. All right, so let's talk about the big elephant in the room, or the big spider in the room, Spider-Man 2099. It's not his fault. This is like The Godfather. Forgot that scene. I forgot what is his name? It was like, they massacred my boy. This is what happened. It looks like a great movie. He looks like a great villain on that movie. I had high hopes. But if he turns out to be this great villain, right? I'd rather buy the 2099 that's available right now and it goes on sale for like $200 sometimes. I'd rather get that than buy this for $180. I don't know if it's going to be $180. It should be $120, but I won't buy it for $180. All right, maybe $150, right? Like at $150, sure, why not? I still wouldn't, but I can see the argument. You know, I'm not gonna trash it completely. It's not a piece of trash, but it's just not up to the standards of Hot Toys. I mean, how can you justify this if you have Miles, who's also an animated character, who can do all these poses, and you can't do this with this guy? Are you going to say because he's bigger, he's more buff, therefore you got to just forego the suit altogether? Well, we can say that for every Spider-Man that has been released then. You're Hot Toys. You are not, those Mondo Mecha Spider-Man. You can get away without a suit if it's like Iron Man or Venom, for example, or Carnage. Carnage doesn't have like an outer layer. It's just himself as well, along with joints, but it's not hideous like this. This just screams, when people said that Carnage or Venom are just larger Marvel Legends, I laugh because I was like, you haven't seen Venom yet. You hold Venom in your hands. Now tell me if that is a Marvel Legends. It's not. It's a good piece of art. It's beautiful. The way you hold it, the texture, just the paint application is different. That is from a movie that is trying to be as realistic as possible. So that's why this is different, because this is already an animated character, meaning he already has a disadvantage of not looking like a normal human being. So that by itself, even that Miles Morales, you already have a disadvantage because he doesn't look like a human being. So therefore, you are not harnessing all the Hot Toys power in here. And then you go the seam route. You do all the seam body. My goodness. This is disappointing. I don't know what they were thinking. This would, if it's 3-0, you can get away with it perhaps. Your Hot Toys. If you can't make it work like that, just don't get one. We've seen it before. Like with Drax before. I think they almost didn't make Drax. I guess producing this is so cheap that even if they make one, because they're going to pay a likeness of someone here? No. This is a glorified toy, right? It has purse, which is cool. All right. Man. It's just it's hard to explain how we got here, right? Like how did we get here? Without the mask on, from the neck down. I mean, it looks like it's just that's Hot Toy staple. Like if a good photographer takes a picture of it, it looks like a still from the movie, and from the neck up, you'll be like, yeah, that's right. But you see this, This is a toy. Like, legit a toy. And he has this lines around him that when you move him around, those lines are not going to line up. So it's not going to be symmetrical and all that stuff. So, woo, this is rough. Okay, with that being said, to be fair, okay, I'm going to be fair with them, even though I'm disappointed with the route that they took because we know how good they could be. And I think we're willing to sacrifice. We are willing to we've been doing that for a long time. We are willing to sacrifice articulation. And to an extent, we even compromise. This is not a compromise at all. They went all out. I'd rather not be able to, like in a regular Spider-Man, you can do this pose, right? Like even if it's suited Spider-Man, you could do this pose. Maybe the kicking forward. I don't need to do all of that. If you can't possibly do it with a figure that is more tailored to be a high end, then don't. But have a compromise in between. They just went all out toy in here. With that being said, Mondo, their Mecha Spider-Man retailed at I think $150. This is a better figure than that. I mean, just looking at it, it's from a movie. It's not inspired by, there's a source material for this. I think the Mecha Spider-Man has one as well, in the comic books or something like that. And that has its own following. This is better than that. So objectively speaking, even though I would say that 150 Spider-Man might still be a little bit of a overpriced for that Spider-Man, but that can articulate like the hell out of it, but this one, so objectively speaking, if we're going to line it up to his peers, which is high-end quote-unquote toys, 150 is not bad. It's actually pretty good price for this, but it's not going to be 150. I think we're going to see this in the realm of 220, 230. So unless this goes down to like 140-ish, I highly doubt I still buy it, but it is not outrageous. But if you are even thinking about this, you can pick this up in the bargain bin. I can tell that to you right now. No one's going to pick this up for the retail. Let me know in the comments. And I know you guys are going to be ruthless, and I don't expect anything less. Love to hear your thoughts on this one. Put it down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked this video, even though I was a little rough, but subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.